Hey, there's Files. Today I'm reviewing Smurfs. That's right, they're trying to do this franchise once again, but this time with Rihanna. Did anyone else know this was coming out? Because I kind of forgot it was until I got my press screening for it. And honestly, after watching the movie, I can see why. The lack of marketing is kind of astonishing, but again, I feel like I know why, because my goodness, this is just not it. You ever heard of the term throwing spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks? Well, this is that phrase to the T. I know it's a kid's movie, so people are going to have that inevitable argument of, well, it's not for you, it's for kids. But honestly, in my press screening, a lot of the kids were just kind of silent. It feels like this movie itself doesn't know exactly who it's for either. It works on trying to be nostalgic for those who remember the Smurfs as kids. It tries to appeal to the current day kids with some Zoom humor. And overall, it just tries to appeal to every single person who has ever lived. And in that, it appeals to practically no one. Granted, I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people who like this movie, but this is not going to be a hit whatsoever. And if it is, that probably is one of the biggest surprises I've heard all year. Look, I went into this with low expectations. I wasn't expecting the world from this, but I did want it to be good. But you're telling me a Clamato joke is something that we're seeing in 2025 and it's expected to be an ongoing joke and be funny? Look, this movie did get me to chuckle a couple of times with the turtle wanting to fly, but then they kind of forget it. With Mama Putin there, played by Natasha Lyonne, which was kind of randomly in there, but then also kind of forgotten. There's just so many different things kind of going on in this film. It itself just feels lost. There are 4 musical sequences in this, one at the beginning, one at the end, which are just dancing. And then there's 2 other ones in which the characters are singing, but the rest of the film isn't musical in any single way. It also goes live action for a couple of scenes, which it didn't need to be, and those look like they were practically student films with the way they were shot. And then they try to flex their animation at the end of the film, and I'm not going to spoil it here, but overall this movie is just a hodgepodge mess of just trying anything in pure desperation to capture your attention and your money. For the 10 people that are probably going to see this opening weekend, I wish you the best, but for everyone else, I'm sure you're going to be enjoying Superman or some other movie for the 10th time. I give Smurfs a 1.5. There's also one part in which you see the skull of a Smurf on a desk in the background. Who is this movie for? But alright, those are my quick thoughts on Smurfs. Be sure to let me know what you think of it down in the comments below. As always, thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Be sure to stay tuned for more Yeti Films content, and I'll catch you later.